internet needs, and we hope to provide you even more information and benefits through Facebook and Twitter. Join us today. We are your Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future faster.
I was always tired, even with a full night's sleep. I'd wake up with a headache and couldn't get motivated. I went to the Sleep Disorder Center at TJ Sampson Community Hospital, where all my appointments, assessments, and treatments were all in one convenient location. Dr. Clark Turpin and the staff took great care of me. I felt like I was in a hotel, not a lab or a clinic. In my case, my insurance paid for it. Thanks to the TJ Sampson Sleep Disorder Center, dreaming is now my reality.
For more information, please visit tjsamson.org.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
41 degrees this morning at WCLU. Temperature actually rising a little bit. We got an interesting little roller coaster coming through here for the weekend. And first things first, let's talk with Ray Stasic from the Weather Channel and get a handle on how things are shaping up for today and as we look into the weekend too, Ray.
An impactful weather event for some for the upcoming weekend. Looks like a plain old rain for the most part here. Maybe on the tail end tomorrow night into early Sunday as the much colder air settles in, some snow showers. I'd be worried on Sunday morning still for maybe some icy road travel. Not roadies, but road travel. We'll go through this morning with clouds and patchy fog. This afternoon, cloudy 44. Rain comes in later tonight, 42, so well above freezing. Maybe a rumble of thunder. Steady rain tomorrow morning, tapering off to showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Mid-50s, wouldn't be surprised if temperatures fall in the afternoon and the evening hours, and we see some snow showers around tomorrow night. Maybe an inch of snow by Sunday morning, so that could cause slick travel. And Sunday, we're not getting out of the upper 20s, lows in the mid-teens for Monday morning. Cloud sunshine Monday in the mid-30s, but back near 50 by Tuesday with more rain. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stasic on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. We'll watch out for those roadies here this weekend. 41 degrees right now. The barometer's at 30.12. Humidity is at 92%. The winds are calm. And the precipitation, the bucket, has 3,500s, 0.35 in the last 24 hours. But the constant coverage and studio radar screen not showing any problems travel-wise out there. I expected to see a little more precip in the neighborhood than what we are seeing, but just hasn't developed yet. The frontal boundary is still continuing to move, and we'll check in with Ray here in a few minutes and get an update on that. But right now, 41 degrees at WCLU. Stand by for the Live and Local 6 o'clock morning edition.
At U.S. Bank, we're proud to be part of our community. All of our great community events inspire more than just the attendees. They inspire the entire community. U.S. Bank is committed to making the communities in which we work and live a better place. Our commitment means supporting the programs and organizations that enrich the quality of life for our neighbors. Because when our community succeeds, everyone wins. All of us serving you. U.S. Bank, member FDIC.
I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Risks.
41 degrees, 10 minutes after 6 o'clock. For WCLU Local News, I'm Henry Royce reporting. On Thursday, the Warren County Sheriff's Office responded to a collision involving a Warren County school bus. Upon arrival, the deputies determined the driver of the bus was backing up when they struck a 1995 Toyota 4Runner that was stopped behind the bus. There was no report of injuries to the drivers or to the passengers. The right lane of Kentucky 243 East 7th Avenue in Bowling Green is going to be closed beginning today, expected to reopen on February the 18th. The left lane will remain open. The lane closure is being done while construction work takes place on the Bowling Green ballpark. Motorists should expect delays and traffic queues during the lane closure. A Bridging Kentucky project will soon be underway in the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet's District 3 area. The project will rehab the bridge on Kentucky 496 over Oil Well Branch in Medcalf County. Scott Murphy, Inc. was awarded the contract on December the 13th, an amount of $129,475.17. The contractor plans to start work on the bridge on Thursday, January the 24th. The project will close the bridge on Kentucky 496 over Oil Well Branch at mile point 11.2 for about 30 days. A signed detour utilizing Kentucky 533 and Kentucky 2390 will be in place. The signed detour is approximately 6 miles long, so that motorists need to allow for extra travel time. The entire project is expected to be completed by July the 1st. The rehab work will extend the life of the bridge 35 years. The Bridging Kentucky program is transformational as a commitment to improve safety and soundness across the Commonwealth. KYTC will rehabilitate, repair, and replace more than 1,000 critical structures in all 120 counties over the next 6 years. The program will reopen closed bridges, remove weight restrictions, and prevent use by school buses, emergency vehicles, and businesses to improve the access and mobility for all Kentuckians. For more information about Bridging Kentucky, please visit bridgingkentucky.com. Well, this week marks the 25th anniversary of one of the most severe winter storms in Kentucky history. It began with freezing rain the evening of January the 16th of 1994, which changed over to heavy snow. By the time the snow ended the following day, up to 26 inches of snow had fallen. Among official reporting stations, the National Weather Service office in Jackson reported 15.4 inches of snow from the storm, while the National Weather Service in Louisville measured 15.9 inches, a record that still stands today. A co-op weather observer in Paducah also saw 15 inches from the storm. Snow drifts up to 10 feet were also reported. The heavy snow prompted then-Governor Brereton Jones to order 5 interstate highways in Kentucky shut down for 5 days, with hundreds of cars stranded on the roads. In eastern Kentucky back then, some towns were completely cut off due to the heavy snow and were only accessible by helicopter. Following the snowstorm, a bitterly cold Arctic air mass moved south out of Canada. Aided by the deep snow pack, record low temperatures are recorded, including a minus 37 at Shelbyville on January the 19th, which set an all-new, all-time record for the state. The 1994 winter storm did not set daily snowfall records in many parts of Kentucky because of the accumulations that came with the blizzard of 1978. While it's not expected to be anything like 78 or 94, there is a winter storm that could affect much of Kentucky this weekend. Ryan Sharp of the National Weather Service office in Louisville says the coldest air of the season so far is going to blast into the region Saturday night and stay through Monday morning, causing a variety of issues through the weekend. Wind chills could also drop to the single digits Sunday morning and possibly near zero in Monday morning. News time at WCLU is 6:15. More local news when we return.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
We're downtime, 270-814-1068. 41 degrees from WCLU Studio, 16 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour. We just talked about a winter storm, and we do have some winter storm potential as we get into the weekend, and we'll check with Ray Stajic in just a few moments on that. Don't forget, Monday, it's the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Glasgow City Hall is going to be closed Monday in observance of the MLK Jr. holiday. Garbage from Monday will be picked up the following day on Tuesday. Glasgow Landfill will be closed, and no city bus services will be running on Monday. In Cave City, the City Hall is going to be closed Monday in observance of the Martin Luther King birthday. Trash pickup is going to be on Tuesday, January 22nd, and there will be recycling on Tuesday from 8 until 12 noon. The Metcalfe County Board of Education met this week. Dr. Benny Lyle, superintendent, gives us the details of the meeting.
The Metcalfe County Board of Education met in regular session on Tuesday, January 15th. Recognitions were from the elementary school. Student of the Month was Emily Gutierrez. Classified Employee of the Month was Olga Jeffries. And Certified Employee of the Month was Jay White. We had two retirement recognitions, Mr. Dale Gibson from Transportation and David Moss from Maintenance. We also had recognition as January is School Board Recognition Month. Miss Frida Reese from Edmonton State Bank was on hand as normal to provide some honoring our board members for their service and all that they do for our community. In action items, the board moved to join the Coalition for Smoke-Free Tomorrow. The board adopted the 2019-2020 school calendar, which has an opening day for students this fall on Monday, August 26. The board approved non-resident contracts and also approved a number of plans for the upcoming HVAC project at the high school. The board also reviewed the 2020 draft budget. The next meeting of the Board of Education will be Tuesday, February 12th at 5 p.m.
Dr. Benny Lyle, superintendent of the Metcalfe County Schools. In recognition of Muhammad Ali's 77th birthday and in honor of his countless contributions to our nation, Congressman John Yarmouth introduced H.R. 635, the Muhammad Ali Legacy Act, and H.R. 636, the Muhammad Ali All-Commemorative Coin Act, which is a legislative package of two bills that would establish a federal grant program to promote Ali's core values throughout the world, and it would create a commemorative coin to honor his life for his legacy. While the highlight reels and the record books will long document Muhammad Ali's many accomplishments inside of the ring, his countless contributions outside of it have truly made a lasting impact on the world, said Representative Yarmouth. This legislation will help share Ali's powerful story and message for a change throughout our nation and across the globe. Through his life, humanitarian work, the creation of the Ali Center, and the immense compassion that he showed for all individuals throughout his life, he truly was the greatest. 6:20 WCLU Local News continues with the check of area funeral announcements as well as Friday morning sports. First, let's check in with KNN State News.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is blocking a bill that would have reopened most of the federal government. The Kentucky Republican objected on the Senate floor Thursday to a bill that would reopen all agencies affected by the shutdown, except the Department of Homeland Security. McConnell did not explain his objection. Kentucky's Education Commissioner is touring schools to see what helps students learn.
Dr. Wayne Lewis made stops at 3 Bullitt County schools to discuss successful programs that can serve other schools in the Commonwealth. He tells WLKY,
at the high school level, whether it's our comprehensive high schools, our ATCs, our local district technology centers, all in collaboration, we have to put a much greater focus on preparing our kids for college and for the workforce.
Lewis and Kentucky Education Board Chair Hal Heiner then held an open forum to discuss the state's education system. I'm Haley Hansen.
A Paducah woman is facing charges after police say she admitted to stealing thousands of dollars from an elementary school's PTO account. Rachel Hall was charged Thursday with theft by failure to make required disposition of property. Authorities say Hall stole about $38,000 from the Reedland Elementary School account. And state police have a warrant out for the arrest of a man believed to be behind a robbery and murder in Knox County. Troopers say 24-year-old Philip Lee Lewis III is wanted in connection to this week's shooting at the A&B Quick Stop. Trooper Shane Jacobs tells WYMT the suspect shot and killed a bystander before running out of the store.
We do know and suspect that there was a vehicle involved. However, we're unable to tell exactly what that vehicle looked like.
Lewis is wanted out of Mississippi for a probation violation. His ties to Kentucky are unknown. I'm Jaleesa Chatzman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
I am Sergeant Ronald Fay with the Louisville Metro Police Department. What are the odds of you being in a crash? Well, I am no fortune teller. What I do know is a seatbelt is your best protection from injury and death. So please, get in and buckle up, day and night. If writing tickets can prevent tragedies like the ones that I've seen, I'll do it. Why? Because it saves lives.
A message from law enforcement officers across Jefferson County and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety. Click it or ticket.
You know, for visiting teams, the trip to the home court of the Big Blue usually ends in disaster. But for every disaster that happens off the court or field, call the fire, water, cleanup, and restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. That's where you'll find the team that's faster to any size disaster, thanks to 27 locations across Kentucky. So when fire or water threatens your home or business, call on the Big Green Vans. It's 1-800-SERVE-PRO, that's SERVPRO, or ServePro.com. Go Big Blue!
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
This is WCLU Local News. It is 6:23. We have 41 degrees. In area funeral announcements this hour, Daryl Gene Hurt, age 71 of Summershade, died January the 17th. At this hour, funeral arrangements for Daryl Gene Hurt are incomplete, but will be announced later by the McMurtry Funeral Home. Catherine Denise Harris Rich, age 65 of Tompkinsville, died Thursday at the Medical Center of Bowling Green. Catherine was retired from the retail industry after many years of service. She was also of the Baptist faith. She is survived by a daughter, Becca Bryant, and husband Terry of Tompkinsville, a son, Jimmy C. Rich Jr., and wife Alicia of Tompkinsville. 4 grandchildren, Corey Bryant and wife Desiree of Alabama, Brooklyn Bryant of Bowling Green, Jacob and Josh Rich, both of Tompkinsville. 2 sisters, Connie Litton and Pat Van Noy, both of Indianapolis. Funeral services for Catherine Denise Harris Rich will be Sunday at 2 o'clock at the Strode Funeral Home in Tompkinsville, with burial to follow in the Moore Cemetery in Moss, Tennessee. Visitation will be held Saturday from noon until 8 and after 8 a.m. Sunday. Jean Moore, age 73 of Munfordville, died Wednesday at her home. Jean was a caregiver and is survived by her husband, George Moore, a son, George Moore Jr. of Munfordville. 3 daughters, Becky Simpson of Thayer, Indiana, Greedith Butler of Cub Run, and Gloria Moore of Pleasant Hill, Illinois. A brother, Frank Gilbert of Louisiana. 4 sisters, Ruby Lynn of Hamburg, Illinois, Goldie Kiefer of Pleasant Hill, Illinois, Donna Brown of White Oak, Texas, and Mary Jewett of Campsville, Illinois. 8 grandchildren, 13 great-grandchildren. The service for Jean Moore will be at 1 Sunday at Seagull Funeral Home, burial in the Harper Cemetery. Visitation begins at 10 Sunday morning. Barbara Mary Rowan Harwood, age 87, of Bowling Green, formerly of Scottsville, died Tuesday at the Haven at Massey Springs Senior Living Center. She worked in numerous positions for the Canadian government. During work in Russia, she met the love of her life, James Cecil Harwood, who survives. She lives in Scottsville, where she worked as the executive director for the Scottsville-Allen County Chamber of Commerce. She was very active in the community and in the Democratic Women's Club. In addition to her husband, James Cecil Harwood of Bowling Green, she is survived by a son, Christopher Harwood, and wife Tiffany of Pearl City, Hawaii. 1 sister, Joan Waldman of Ontario, Canada. 2 grandchildren, Sean Harwood of Destin, Florida, and Haley Harwood of Spokane, Washington, also survive. Cremation was chosen for Barbara Mary Rowan Harwood, and a memorial service will be held at a later date. Arrangements under the direction of the Harwood and Strode Funeral Home. Laverne Mutter, age 93, of Glasgow, died Wednesday at NHC Healthcare. She was the daughter of the late Joe Knuckles Mutter and Susan Essie Moore Mutter. Laverne was a seamstress and an employee of Handmacher for 42 years and was a member of the South Fork Baptist Church. She is survived by a sister-in-law, Martha Mutter of Glasgow, and several nieces and nephews. The service for Laverne Mutter will be at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins at 5 p.m. tonight. Stephen Wilkerson, age 69, of Louisville, died Wednesday at Baptist East Hospital. He was a retired vice president with the credit administration at PNC and was a retired veteran of the U.S. Navy and a retired veteran of the U.S. Army. He is survived by his wife, Debbie Wilkerson, one son, Clayton Wilkerson, and wife, Christina of Colorado. A daughter, Stephanie Nicholson, and husband, Scott of Louisville. 4 grandchildren, Abby and Nora Nicholson, and Alice and James Wilkerson. 1 brother, Paul Wilkerson, and wife, Karen of Bowling Green. Service for Stephen Wilkerson will be at 1 o'clock Monday at the Seagull Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the McCubbins Family Cemetery. Visitation will be from 3 until 8 Saturday, and after 8 a.m. Monday. There will not be any visitation on Sunday. The family requests that memorial contributions be made to the McCubbins Family Cemetery. Funeral services for Christopher Delane Walden, age 33, of Glasgow, will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home. Burial, the Walden Family Cemetery. Visitation begins at noon today. Service for George Howard, 81, of Munfordville, will be at 11 o'clock Saturday at the Friendship Baptist Church in Horse Cave, with interment to be in the Horse Cave Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 1 o'clock at Brooks Funeral Home. Service for Lily Mae Ramsey, age 101, of Cub Run, will be at 11 o'clock Saturday at the Stockholm United Baptist Church. Interments to be in the church cemetery. Visitation after 10 o'clock today at the church. Patton Funeral Home's in charge. Memorial services for Lisa Jo Bell Rue, age 57, of Gamelia, will be at 1 o'clock Saturday at the Yoakley Tribble Funeral Home. Visitation begins at 10 Saturday morning. Service for Lenora Long Rumble, 92, of Tompkinsville, will be at the Yoakley Tribble Funeral Home today at 1 o'clock. Burial will follow in the Bethlehem Cemetery. Service for Betty Ann Johnson Lindsay, age 79, of Horse Cave, will be at 1 o'clock today at the Wynn Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Horse Cave Municipal Cemetery. Funeral services for Willie Joseph Joe Carey, age 72, of Cumberland County, will be today at 2 o'clock in the Memory Chapel of Norris New Funeral Home. Visitation is in progress. Services for James H. Jimmy Jones, That's funeral services for James 8 Jimmy Jones, age 79, of Glasgow, will be today at 11 o'clock at the First United Methodist Church, with burial to follow in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Military honors to be provided by the DAV Chapter 20 of Glasgow. Arrangements are under the direction of the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Funeral services for James P. Wade, Sr., age 70, of Gomelia, will be today at 11 o'clock at Strode's Gomelia Chapel. Burial is to be in the Gomelia Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next, because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
6:31 now, WCLU, and 40 degrees. Just a 1 degree drop here since we got started this morning. Let's turn to local sports. In high school basketball from yesterday, in the boys' 4th Region All-A Classic semifinals, Clinton County defeated Monroe County 69-59, and it was Cumberland County over Todd Central by a final of 71-67. The Hart County Franklin Simpson contest from last night was canceled. In high school basketball today, the Glasgow Scotties and the Lady Scotties each open up play this morning in the quarterfinal round of the inaugural Kentucky 2A Championship State Tournament at the Owensboro Sports Center. The Glasgow boys will face off against Morgan County at 9:30 this morning, and that'll be followed by the Lady Scotties taking on Rowan County at 11 a.m. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune will have the live coverage of both games at about 9:20 this morning on WCLU 103.1 FM and on 1490 AM, as well as online at playwclu.com. And, of course, those attending the game in Owensboro will be able to tune in to the broadcast inside of the gym only on WCLU Sports Plus at 97.3 FM. In the girls' 4th Region All-A Classic Championship game, Todd Central hosts Metcalfe County. In the boys' 4th Region All-A Classic title game, Clinton County takes on Cumberland County. In other basketball action tonight in girl-boy doubleheaders, Barron County travels to Allen County Scottsville. Russell County travels to South Warren. Warren East plays at Bowling Green. Warren Central entertains Greenwood. And Franklin Simpson welcomes Logan County. And in a boys' game, Hart County hosts Edmondson County. And that's a check of local sports. The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch. Hand-breaded chicken tenders and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us. Next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better. Now open.
Money may not grow on trees, but it does grow at Citizens First. Hi, I'm Dana Chapman, branch manager at our Glasgow Southgate branch. We have a checking account at Citizens First that earns you real interest on your money, more than most CDs. Our Platinum Plus checking account. Our staff makes moving your account to Citizens First simple and seamless by helping you through the process. We're committed to a brighter future for both you and our community. Citizens First, the best choice for the best checking accounts. Stop by today to open your Platinum Plus account. Member FDIC.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast. Sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds, chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest styles. And as the weather cools down, check with Jimmy at Southern States to learn about ventless propane heaters from 10,000 to 30,000 BTUs. The staff at Southern States is ready to help you year-round in every way. 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow.
We'll go through this morning with clouds and patchy fog. This afternoon, cloudy 44. Rain comes in later tonight, 42, so well above freezing. Maybe a rumble of thunder. Steady rain tomorrow morning, tapering off to showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Mid-50s. Wouldn't be surprised if temperatures fall in the afternoon and the evening hours, and we see some snow showers around tomorrow night. Maybe an inch of snow by Sunday morning, so that could cause slick travel. And Sunday, we're not getting out of the upper 20s, lows in the mid-teens for Monday morning. For the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
All right, Ray, current conditions. Let's see here. The barometer is at 30.13. Winds are calm, humidity at 92%, 3,500ths of an inch of rain. Yesterday, constant coverage in studio radar screen doesn't really have any rain happening much in the state of Kentucky. Looks like there's a little blip up around Greensboro, Kentucky, but that's probably not causing much travel problems this morning for folks. 40 degrees, WCLU weather brought to you by Southern States.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Life at the top is worth the climb.
All right, we got to move forward here and take care of some birthday honorees. We've got some weekend birthdays that we need to get on as well. So let me just tell you about Ralphie's Fun Center. They are looking forward to seeing you out there Monday for Martin Luther King Jr. Day at Ralphie's Fun Center. In fact, they've got quite the incentive to come out there. And that, of course, is this deal on the multi-activity wristband. It's $12. The wristband includes unlimited bowling, skating, mini golf, time freak, and inflatables for ages 10 and under. So come on out. $12 is all it costs for that on Monday, MLK Day. All right, let's see. Today it's the 18th day of January, and so far today we know that Elijah Sharp has a birthday. So does Ben Quinn, Marie Taylor, Carol Light for the birthday. Kylie Kidwell is 9. Caitlin Griffin, Veronica Wells, Amber Bowles has a birthday today. Charlotte Parker, we understand on good authority that Charlotte is turning 67 today. Anniversaries for Jeff and Shelley Furlong, and the golden wedding anniversary today for Margie and Terry Reed. Now let's look at Saturday. We got Walter Mansfield, Jeanette Furlong, Paulette Knuckles. It's Larry Russell's birthday on Saturday. Stacy Shipley Wells, John Birdwell, my cousin, a great gal, Miss Honor Settle has a birthday on Saturday. Vicki Gaston has a birthday Saturday, and Russell and Elizabeth Humphrey have their 26th wedding anniversary on Saturday. Now let me jump over here to Sunday. Bunch of folks celebrating on the 20th. How about Danny the Madman Tabor having a birthday on Sunday, January the 20th. Joe Rutledge is going to be 72. John Harley Ford, Thelma Harbison, Bobby Warren, Evan Kenslow, Mr. John Vaughn. Mr. John's going to be 98 Sunday. Lynn Skaggs is going to be 53. Max Marion's going to be 37. Birthdays for Holly Pickrell. It's also Lucas McDowell's birthday, Tina Lloyd, Julie Ship, and Beckham Travis. We understand Beckham is going to be 3 on Sunday. Anniversary for Delmer and Ruth Simmons, and for Bobby and Sandy Duff. Congratulations. 651-914-9800-956-1023 online. WCLUradio.com. 6:39. We are poised to bring you the archives next.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Hello everybody, I'm WCLU Sports Director Joe Myers. Join me this Friday at 9:30 and 11 a.m. Central Time as we broadcast live from the Owensboro Sports Center as the Glasgow Scotties and Lady Scotty basketball teams compete in the quarterfinals of the 2A state tournament. Brought to you locally by Midstate Recycling, Shoney's of Glasgow, Town and Country Pharmacy, Walbert Trucking, Amedisys Home Health, Haywood Sales and Service, Extreme Prosthetics, Colton Steakhouse, the Glasgow EPB, HVAC Services, Joe Myers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, McDonald's, South Central Bank, South Central Rural Telephone, and Taco John's. Thanks again to our sponsors of the 2A state tournament.
Archive time, where we head them up and move them out and explain a lot of things in the process. The archives today brought to you as a courtesy of the good folks at Amedisys Home Health and brought to you by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. And joining me today to have a little conversation about the archives and history thereof, Sam Terry. Hey, Sam, how you doing today?
Doing great, Henry. How are you today?
I'm real good. Sam said we've made it through another week almost, and so that sounds to me like you've got good expectations for today's broadcast, Sam.
We'll hope for the best.
That's right, but we don't want to declare it done until we do it. So here we go. 1919, it was 100 years ago. This is an interesting story here. We're as connected, I guess, back then as we are now. But this story in the Republican, Dr. A.G. Holmes of Glasgow Junction has been very ill for several days, and a report was circulated that he was dead. This, we are glad to say, is a mistake. A specialist from Louisville is attending him, and he is getting along very satisfactorily, though he is a very sick man. That's some bad stuff to be written about you there, Sam.
It is. You know it's a better day when you find out in the paper that you didn't die.
That's right. And I guess they're covering their tracks. Well, you know, we reported he was dead. He's not, but he was very sick. So, but nonetheless, I'm glad Dr. A.G. Holmes was getting along better there, even he had an attending physician as a part of that deal. 1919. How about 1929? This story we have, this is a little sports story, so to speak, from 1929. Mr. Horace Steen of Gary, Indiana, and Randolph Rush of Tompkinsville, Kentucky, champions in the game of checkers in their respective localities, met here on Saturday night to have a friendly game between themselves, with the results that Mr. Steen carried off the blue ribbon. Mr. W.C. Turner, Dexter Jones, Charlie Payne, and J.F. Rich of Glasgow, who strut around pretty big when it comes to checkers, were go-betweens and varied the program by a number of contests between themselves. I think that's a compliment, isn't it? If you're one of those four that who strut around pretty big when it comes to checkers.
Mm-hmm. Had some well-known names there.
That's right.
School superintendent in that group, and the owner of the Newberry's Five and Dime property down on the square, and all kinds of interesting characters in there.
So they had the right to strut around, because in their spare time they were the go-betweens in checkers. Probably drew a pretty good crowd. I don't know, it doesn't say really where that match happened, but wherever it was, they probably had a big following, don't you think?
Might be.
Let's look at 1939. This is a big story about a young lady doing quite well at the time. Miss Mildred Howard of this city, who is attending the University of Louisville, was presented on a radio program over WHAS last Sunday afternoon. Many of Mildred's friends have heard the program and are very complimentary of her interpretation of the scenes from Shakespeare's Taming of the Shrew and of Romeo and Juliet. How about that? On 50,000-watt blowtorch, WHAS in Louisville, Miss Mildred Howard. She gave as an encore a sonnet by the same author. Miss Howard is the daughter of Dr. and Mrs. C.C. Howard of this city. Making a name for herself. Yes. Go ahead.
Mildred Langford Howard was well known as an actress and ended her career at Western Kentucky University, where she taught, and unfortunately left us all too soon.
But a lot of legacy for sure. Did I cut you off?
No, she was certainly a neat and very memorable lady.
Yes, indeed. And you're right, though, done too soon, as the song says. Let's move to 1949. We have an advertisement here, Sam. This was in the Glasgow Times. Learn to fly. Veterans learn to fly under the GI Bill at no cost to you. Government approved for private, commercial, and flight instructor ratings. Call on us at the Glasgow Airport, and it was sponsored by the Glasgow Flying Service. That's a pretty good deal. Take advantage of that. You think of the GI Bill helping you get an education at a school, but also go to this flight school under the GI Bill and learn to fly. You know any more about that?
I don't, but I do know some about the GI Bill and what a tremendous impact it had on the country.
Yes.
Following World War II, and the impact was just phenomenal. It affected just about everybody at that point.
And it was whoever thought it up was really thinking. Let's look at 1959. Three fellas that you knew: Billy Vaughn, Tubby Grissom, and Bill Simmons have added more acreage to the farm that they recently purchased on South Jackson Highway, with an additional 56 acres, which was formerly part of the Dr. R.H. Saunders tract on the South Fork Road, which they purchased from Judge Louis B. Nunn at a private figure. The two tracts adjoin and extend from the South Fork Road to the Jackson Highway. 56 acres, all in all there, Sam.
And, of course, the connection between Billy Vaughn, Tubby Grissom, and Bill Simmons is they were all brothers-in-law.
That's right. That's right. And Billy had some gorgeous sisters, one of which married Tubby, one of which married Bill. And they all had a good time in there, you think?
I bet they did. They always had fun.
Yeah. That was 1959. 1969, we've got some social news. Actually, this was on the, I think on the birthday list a little while back. But this was, you thought social media was a new invention, didn't you? Well, in 1969, in the Glasgow Times, here's the social news. Kathy Denise, the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Douglas Coomer, was born January the 5th. Peggy Martin and Thomas Klein Cox to wed January the 19th. Ann Douglas Frazier will celebrate her third birthday on January the 17th. And Mr. and Ms. Trigg Mansfield will celebrate their 50th anniversary on January the 19th. We had a ton of social news there back in 1969, Sam.
We did. Lots of celebrating going on.
Here's the whole calendar, the social calendar, if you will. 1979, we used to talk to this lady just about every day. She would call in birthdays. Miss Gladys Thomas. This day in 1979 was selected by fellow LPNs as the Nurse of the Year. And from all accounts, she was indeed an excellent nurse. Miss Gladys E. Thomas. 1989, we've got some sports news again with a twist to it. This was the day that Monroe County's Lady Falcons, I don't know who they beat, but the importance was they beat somebody and got Coach Bill McClendon's 100th victory, 100th career victory in 1989. Monroe County honoring the coach by getting number 100 there. And let's go to this day in 1999, an announcement in the business page that Jay Garner joins the staff at the White House Hair Salon on Columbia Avenue, changing locales there for sure. And 2009, this was the day it was announced that Alan Fleener is the new owner of Pharmacy Express. Has that been 10 years?
It's hard to imagine.
It really is. And, of course, Alan, he made the newspaper, but his bride, Gay, has been instrumental in making it successful all along the way. But that's what it was in the archives in 2009. Pretty good little roller coaster ride of things happening here, from the GI Bill to new business to, this thing right here. We had the young Barron County on WHAS talking about Shakespeare. It's just interesting. You don't want to miss a day of what got us to where we are in the archive. Sam?
Exactly, and we've got more exciting things coming next week. I've been reading ahead, and there's always something interesting that was happening in Glasgow and Barron County, and it's kind of fun each day to see what it's going to be about.
Yeah, it is. It brings back a lot of memories, and we want everybody to join us, so you might have a little connection in there too, okay?
We might.
Have a good weekend, sir, and we'll talk to you on Monday, okay?
I'll be here.
All right. Brought to you by Amedisys Home Health and Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services. It's the Archives.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
15,000 inventory items, custom brake hoses while you wait, cylinder repair. Is there anything Joseph A. Wade can't do? Well, one thing's for sure, Joseph A. Wade Incorporated serves a large community of people who believe there's no job they can't do, and that's the same attitude Joseph A. Wade has in their line of work. So for the smallest screws, Allen wrenches, or drill bits, or even a 5-stage hydraulic cylinder measuring 25 feet in length, Joseph A. Wade's motto, no problem. Joseph A. Wade Incorporated, 311 Industrial Drive, Glasgow.
Let me add the name of Chris Slatter. I hope I'm saying that right. Chris Slatter has a birthday today. And let me tell you that we are patting on the back by special request, Jimmy Hagan. It's Jimmy Hagan Day on the radio. Now, we understand that Jimmy Hagan is going to be 68 on his birthday on Monday. So let's just jump in here and pat him on the back a wee bit early. If you see Jimmy Hagan around town today or this weekend, you pat him on the back, wish him a very happy birthday, and let him know he's good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas.
One of the saddest things we can ever hear about is learning that a baby has been forgotten about and left in a vehicle, and as a result has passed away. Just in the month of May, 2 children died this way. A 13-month-old in the state of Missouri, a 7-month-old in the state of Texas. Both their parents had just gone on doing other things and got so busy, forgot their children were in the car, and the children died. Studies show that about 12 children die this way every single year. It's hard to imagine that we can get so busy that we forget about our children. But as sad as this is, a word of comfort is that our God never gets so busy that he forgets us. Can a woman forget her nursing child, that she should have no compassion on the son of her womb? Yes, these may forget, but I will not forget you, God said in Isaiah 49:15. This has been Bart Warren for the South Green Street Church of Christ.
If you hadn't been to Colton Steakhouse and Grill, what are you waiting for? Okay, maybe you need a special reason. Well, here it is. Our sizzling signatures. There's the Hawaiian ribeye, marinated for 72 hours and topped with fresh grilled pineapple. Or how about our Del Rio ribeye, topped with melted ancho chipotle butter and crispy onion tanglers. Both these mouth-watering sizzling signature ribeyes are available right now. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
Colton Steakhouse, now open in Bardstown.
Berry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessonberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessonberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
WCLU Weather Center, brought to you by South Central Bank.
Hi, I'm Janelle Pettigo. I have been with South Central Bank for 13 years. From day one, I realized our customers are the best. We are very fortunate to have each and every one of them. They have made us what we are today. Here at South Central Bank, we make commercial loans, agricultural loans, mortgage home loans, personal loans, and automobile loans. Our goal is to treat our customers great, as they deserve the best. South Central Bank, small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We'll go through this morning with clouds and patchy fog. This afternoon, cloudy 44. Rain comes in later tonight, 42, so well above freezing. Maybe a rumble of thunder. Steady rain tomorrow morning, tapering off to showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Mid-50s, wouldn't be surprised if temperatures fall in the afternoon and the evening hours, and we see some snow showers around tomorrow night. Maybe an inch of snow by Sunday morning, so that could cause slick travel. And Sunday, we're not getting out of the upper 20s, lows in the mid-teens for Monday morning. For the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stagik on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. 40 degrees now at WCLU. Radar screen doesn't show much happening in the way of precip, but it'll get here, I guess. And yesterday we got 3,500ths of an inch of rain. Wind's a bit calm. Actually, I did notice the west at 1 mile an hour is all we can muster up. Pressure's at 3012. 40 degrees weather brought to you by your friends located at South Central Bank.
Takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Is worth the climb.
It's a super simple way to save when you take advantage of the Early Bird Hibachi Special at Shogun Bistro of Glasgow. Every afternoon from 2 until 5, you can enjoy steak and chicken, or steak and shrimp, or chicken and shrimp for just $15 each. So many ways to take advantage of this Early Bird Special, from family outings to office meetings to just getting ahead of the crowd. The Early Bird Hibachi Special, steak and chicken, steak and shrimp, or chicken and shrimp, just $15 each from 2 till 5 at Shogun Bistro of Glasgow.
6:58 at WCLU and 40 degrees. Still ahead, we're going to ask a trivia question, and you're going to provide a trivia answer, and you might win a pizza from Little Caesars. Put that thinking cap on. I think that we're going to do that very shortly. Here, let me tell you about Sunday, the annual Martin Luther King Youth Celebration to be held at 6 p.m. Guests are going to be Pastor Kendall Ford from Woodsonville Baptist Church of Munfordville. And then music is going to be provided by the Liberty District Community Youth Choir. And Dr. Michael D. Rice is the pastor there, so come on by and enjoy that. Then on Monday at noon, there's the prayer vigil, of course, at the courthouse, followed by the march to the First Baptist Church. Pastor Barrett Wright from the First Baptist Church of Scottsville is going to be there. Music provided by Destined for Purpose. Dr. Michael Rice is the host pastor. Call this number for information today, will you? 579-8313. The colder air has arrived. Are you ready at home to deal with the colder air? Glasgow Building Supply is ready to help you with a quality Eden Pure heater. Keep your home warm with the efficiency of the Eden Pure. It comes in the low-profile version or the tower version with the new and improved copper XH hybrid heat technology. Available in walnut and in maple, and available in the low-profile and the tower size. Come to Glasgow Building Supply. You will see how inexpensive heating your home can be. That's Glasgow Building Supply on 31E Bypass in Glasgow.
A college degree can mean the difference between a job you need and a career you love. But getting your degree may seem impossible because of your busy schedule. WKU Online is here to help. With over 100 online degree options, you can choose the degree that fits your goals and have the flexibility you need to fit your schedule. So get ready for that career you've been dreaming of and climb with us. Spring registration is going on now. Visit wku.edu/online today because life at the top is worth the climb.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gillyhide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
518058.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesar's new extra most bestest hot and ready thin crust pepperoni pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy thin crust pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesar's thin crust pepperoni pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
You want to win one of those? Okay. Listen to this question. 651-9149. Excuse me. 800-956-1023. That's the number to call to answer the question. I don't know why I'm getting choked up there. I guess I just haven't gulped enough coffee down yet this morning. So let me ask the question right here and see how you do. Friday, local trivia. So tell me the name of the largest spring in Kentucky. Yes, we have springs in Kentucky, lots of them, in fact, so large they keep up with them. What is the name of the largest spring in Kentucky? Trivia.
Blue Spring.
Who?
Blue Spring.
No. Trivia.
Big Bottom.
Not the Big Bottom. What is it? The largest spring in Kentucky. Trivia.
Green River Spring.
No. Trivia.
Three Springs.
No. Hello, Trivia.
Big Rio.
No. Trivia.
Cleveland.
No, not Cleveland. They got a big spring over there, though. Trivia.
Russell Springs.
No. Good thinking there. Trivia.
Calvert Springs.
No. The biggest spring in Kentucky. What's the name of it?
Sulphur Well.
No. Trivia.
Royal Springs.
That's it. Who is this speaking?
Sharon Gilson.
What are you doing, Sharon?
Well, I'm just watching you on television.
Well, now, let's see here. You want to tell me anything else about Royal Spring?
I don't know anything else in
Okay. Tell us where it is.
Don't know that either. Well, first I thought it's Georgetown, Kentucky.
That's right. That's right. In fact, you know how that we built a town in Glasgow around a spring? They did the same thing. Apparently, this spring, though, is a lot bigger, this Royal Spring up in Georgetown. We got a picture of it on the TV and on Facebook Live. You can kind of see how big of a screen that thing is.
Oh, yeah.
And I think they have like some Royal Spring festivals and maybe a couple of businesses named the Royal Spring such and such.
Right.
It's in Georgetown, Kentucky, and it is by far the largest spring in Kentucky. All right, Sharon, can you handle that?
I can handle that, Henry.
Okay, well, come by. We'll have a card for you, okay?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
See you later. Bye-bye. Sharon Gilson, that's right. The largest spring in Kentucky is the Royal Spring. Think of that, the Royal Spring, located in the majestic city of Georgetown, Kentucky, right downtown, no less. So if you didn't know that, maybe you learned something about the place we call home. It's kind of one of the reasons why we do Friday local trivia. We'll do the same thing on Monday. Will you come and join us?
CBS News Update. A new report says the president's former personal attorney lied under oath about a Trump real estate deal in Russia. BuzzFeed News says he did it at the president's direction. Here's CBS's Peter King.
Michael Cohen reportedly told investigators with the special counsel's Russia probe that President Trump told him to lie to Congress about important details linking him to a lucrative deal to build condos in Moscow. BuzzFeed News quotes two unnamed federal law enforcement officials. Cohen pleaded guilty to lying to Congress back in November.
His attorney, Lanny Davis, tells MSNBC his client is having second thoughts about testifying before the House Oversight Committee next month.
I think this is aimed directly at Mr. Cohen to frighten him and his family, and he has certainly engendered understandable fear for their safety.
Cohen is scheduled to begin a 3-year prison term in March. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
With GMC. I really love the fact that we have a lot of folks tune in from a lot of different places to tell us about a lot of different things. Ronnie Burris, listening to us this morning in Georgetown, Kentucky, is from Glasgow, and he says he lives a mile from Royal Spring. Ronnie, we need you to tell us a little bit more about that, sir.
Well, like I said, it's about a block off the square. It's got a big park down there around it for people to go and sit around and, have picnics and stuff like that. There's a Royal Springs Baptist Church just right across the street from it, and then there is a school, middle school, that was built a few years ago, Royal Springs Middle School.
My goodness. That's a big spring with a lot of stuff named after it, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So, how long you been living in Georgetown, Ronnie?
Soon be 12 years.
12 years. Well, I've always thought Georgetown looked like a nice place to me. I've been there several times.
It is. It's really grown a lot in the last 12 years also.
And but I didn't know they had you didn't know that it was the biggest spring, did you?
No, sir, I didn't.
But you can attest that it is a big spring, right?
Yes, sir. I've been by it quite often.
A royal spring, if you will.
Yes, sir.
With a picnic area and everything. Well, Ronnie, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, they got the picnic area and the school and the church.
Well, I really appreciate you tuning in on your app. What's the name of your app?
It's called Simple Radio.
Okay. That's about as complicated as we can get. All right, Ronnie. Well, thank you for tuning in, and thanks for telling us more about Big Spring, known as Royal Spring in Georgetown. You have a great day, sir, okay?
Good day to you, sir.
Have a good day. Bye-bye. All right, that's Ronnie Burris, who's from this area, but he listened to us in Georgetown up there by the Royal Spring. And as Uncle Paul would gladly say, that's the rest of the story. We have local news next.
I've always been a talker. I love to laugh, but I was wearing dentures, and I felt uncomfortable because of being young. My 50th birthday gift for my husband, I wanted to get implants.
That's C.J. Elliott, another satisfied patient of Dr. Jim Thurman and dental implants.
The way they treat you, it was sort of like a family, and it was like, this is what I want.
And of course, C.J. had done her research on the subject and Dr. Thurman.
When I went to another dentist, and he recommended Thurman. I love it. Well, I'm glad I got Dr. Thurman. I really am. People ask me all the time, what do you have? Who did it? And I tell them, Dr. Thurman.
And after having a full set of dental implants from Dr. Thurman, CJ has no regrets.
This was the best thing I ever did. And I would do it again if I had to. I would do it again.
So if you're in a similar situation, here's what CJ would say to you.
If you are wanting to get dental implants, that Dr. Thurman would be the man to go to.
To learn more, call the office of Dr. James Thurman at 651-5939.
Well, folks, I got to tell you, my two young bucks have come a long way these last few years.
Well, Bill, we had some good training. Pettigo Lessenberry has a wealth of knowledge, and we're lucky to have a company like that backing us.
Jared, don't you mean ISU, Pettigo Lessenberry? ISU, Integrity, Strength, Unity.
I tried to tell him, boss man.
We're just giving you a hard time, Jared. These young bucks, Jared Pursley and Daniel Bird, we're just so proud to have them. You know, the most important thing they've learned is that they want to be able to treat people right, and they work hard to find their customers the coverage they need.
We're ISU, Pettigo Lessenberry, growing with a proud community since 1902.
And still learning every day. Give one of these young bucks a call, Jared or Daniel, 651-8837. They'd be proud if you do, and so would I.
All right, Jared. It's ISU, Integrity, Strength, Unity. All right, I got it.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. Calculate payments. Apply for financing. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book. And check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
(7:13), 40 degrees at WCLU. For WCLU Local News, I'm Henry Royce reporting. Yesterday, the Warren County Sheriff's Office responded to a collision involving a Warren County school bus. Upon arrival, deputies determined that the driver of the bus was backing up when he apparently struck a 1995 Toyota 4Runner that was stopped behind the bus. There were no reported injuries to drivers or to passengers. The right lane of Kentucky 234 East 7th Avenue in Bowling Green is going to be closed beginning today, expected to reopen on February the 18th. The left lane will remain reopen. The lane closure is being done while construction work takes place on the Bowling Green ballpark. Motorists should expect delays and traffic queues during the lane closure. A Bridging Kentucky project is soon going to be underway in the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet's District 3 area. This project rehabbed the bridge on Kentucky 496 over Oil Well Branch in Metcalfe County. Scott and Murphy, Inc. was awarded the contract on December the 13th in the amount of $129,475.17. The contractor plans to start work on the bridge on Thursday, January the 24th. The project will close the bridge on Kentucky 496 over Oil Well Branch at milepoint 11.2 for approximately 30 days. A signed detour utilizing Kentucky 533 and Kentucky 2390 will be in place. The signed detour is approximately 6 miles long, so motorists need to allow for extra time travel. The entire project is expected to be completed by July the 1st. The rehab work will extend the life of the bridge 35 years. The Bridging Kentucky program is a transformational commitment to improve safety and soundness across the Kentucky. KYTC will rehabilitate, repair, and replace more than 1,000 critical structures in all 120 Kentucky counties over the next 6 years. The program will reopen closed bridges, remove weight restrictions that prevent use by school buses, emergency vehicles, and businesses, and improve access and mobility for all Kentuckians. For more information about Bridging Kentucky, please visit bridgingkentucky.com. This week marks the 25th anniversary of one of the most severe winter storms in Kentucky history. It began with freezing rain the evening of January the 16th of 1994, which changed over to heavy snow. By the time the snow ended the following day, up to 26 inches of snow had fallen. Among official reporting stations, the National Weather Service office in Jackson reported 15.4 inches of snow from the storm, while the National Weather Service in Louisville measured 15.9 inches, a record that still stands today. A co-op weather observer down in Paducah also saw 15 inches from the storm. Snow drifts up to 10 feet were also reported. The heavy snow prompted then-Governor Brereton Jones to order 5 interstate highways in Kentucky shut down for 5 days, with hundreds of cars stranded on the roads. In eastern Kentucky, some towns were completely cut off due to the heavy snow and were only accessible by helicopter. Following the snowstorm, a bitterly cold Arctic air mass moved south out of Canada. Aided by the deep snow pack, record low temperatures were recorded, including minus 37 at Shelbyville on January the 19th, which set a new all-time record for the state. The 1994 winter storm did not set daily snowfall records in many parts of Kentucky because of the accumulation that came with the blizzard of 1978. While it's not expected to be anything like 1978 or 1994, a winter storm could affect much of Kentucky this weekend. Ryan Sharp with the National Weather Service office in Louisville says the coldest air of the season so far will blast into the region Saturday night and stay through Monday morning, causing a variety of issues through the weekend. Wind chills could also drop to single digits Sunday morning and possibly near zero in some areas on Monday morning. News time from WCLU is 7:17. More local news in just a moment.
It's here, y'all. The cold weather season has made its way around one more time. This is Whitney at Big Meadow Oil, and I'm ready for it. Are you? Be sure to check your tanks often. You never know when we might get one of those crazy Kentucky winter storms. Make sure you have a backup plan for heating. We have kerosene to help keep you warm and toasty. Keep your vehicles at least half full in case you get stuck out in those frigid temperatures. Our diesel, as always, is treated with Power Service diesel additive to help with cold weather starting. Come by our office at 219 Industrial Drive or call 270-651-5212 and let us help you stay warm this winter season. Big Meadow Oil, warming homes since 1981.
Do you suffer from high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, or any other ailment that requires you to take multiple medications multiple times a day? If so, you should be getting your prescriptions filled at Glasgow Prescription Center, because Glasgow Prescription Center can package your medicine in a small 2-inch plastic bag based on what time of day you should take each of your medications. 1 package for mornings, 1 package for evenings, and any other time of day and dosage you're prescribed. Glasgow Prescription Center is leading the way with this new service, and it doesn't cost any extra to have your medicine packaged in a way that helps keep you on schedule, and it makes it easy to take your medicine when you travel. It's just another reason why there's only one Glasgow Prescription Center. Southgate Plaza in Glasgow, 270-651-8889.
40 degrees, 719 from the studios of WCLU. In more local news at this hour, Monday, the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. holiday will see several closings. Glasgow City Hall is going to be closed Monday in observance of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. Garbage that day is going to be picked up the following day on Tuesday, the 22nd. Glasgow landfill will be closed, and there will be no city bus service on Monday. In Cave City, City Hall is going to be closed Monday in observance of Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. Trash pickup then will be on Tuesday, the 22nd. There will be recycling on Tuesday from 8 a.m. until 12 noon. The Metcalfe County Board of Education met this week with some important issues before the board. Here's Superintendent Dr. Benny Lyle.
Metcalfe County Board of Education met in regular session on Tuesday, January 15th. Recognitions were from the elementary school. Student of the Month was Emily Gutierrez. Classified Employee of the Month was Olga Jeffries. And Certified Employee of the Month was Jay White. We had 2 retirement recognitions, Mr. Dale Gibson from Transportation and David Moss from Maintenance. We also had recognition as January is School Board Recognition Month. Miss Frida Reese from Edmonton State Bank was on hand as normal to provide some honoring our board members for their service and all that they do for our community. In action items, the board moved to join the Coalition for Smoke-Free Tomorrow. The board adopted the 2019-2020 school calendar, which has an opening day for students this fall on Monday, August 26. The board approved non-resident contracts and also approved a number of plans for the upcoming HVAC project at the high school. The board also reviewed the 2020 draft budget. The next meeting of the Board of Education will be Tuesday, February 12th at 5 p.m.
Superintendent Dr. Benny Lyle. A half-century of legal service to Kentucky and the nation will soon come to an end as Kentucky Supreme Court Justice Bill Cunningham, who represented Western Kentucky, will retire on February the 1st. Cunningham and Chief Justice John D. Minton, Jr. are the 2 longest-serving justices on the High Court, as both were first elected in 2006. But Cunningham's service began long before then. One of his biggest impacts was in Vietnam, where he was during the last 6 months of the Vietnam War. Quote, I was on the last plane load of combat groups to leave Vietnam. I was part of the joint military commission set up by the Paris peace talks that negotiated ceasefire violations and POW exchanges with the communists, unquote. As for dealing with what was then North Vietnam and the Viet Cong, Cunningham said, I learned that communism was in many ways probably the most evil system the world has ever known. Not only was it godless, but it was basically without values. If you don't at least have a little bedrock of trust, you're wasting your time. From 1992 until joining the Supreme Court in 2007, Cunningham was a circuit judge for the 56th Judicial Circuit. And in recognition of Muhammad Ali's 77th birthday and in honor of his countless contributions to our nation, Congressman John Yarmouth introduced H.R. 635, the Muhammad Ali Legacy Act, and H.R. 636, the Muhammad Ali Commemorative Coin Act, a legislative package of 2 bills that would establish a federal grant program to promote Ali's core values throughout the world and create a commemorative coin to honor his life and legacy. While the highlight reels and record books will long document Ali's many accomplishments inside of the ring, his countless contributions outside of it have truly made it a lasting impact on the world, said Representative Yarmouth. The legislation would help share Ali's powerful story and message for change throughout our nation and across the globe. 7:23, WCLU Local News continues with the news from across Kentucky in just a moment.
It's a new year, and here at Goodman Automotive, we want to help you get your new year off to a great start with a new car, truck, or SUV.
What? You want a new vehicle but don't think you can get one?
Maybe we can help.
You think you owe too much on your current vehicle to trade?
No problem. We help people get out of negative equity.
You don't have enough down payment?
No problem. We help people every day, lots of times with little or no money down.
Your credit isn't where it should be?
No problem. We have over 20 lenders, and we work hard to get our customers approved.
So come on in. Check out our great selection of new and quality used vehicles. That's Goodman Automotive, home of the Goodman Advantage, which includes the powertrain warranty for life.
Things were never better at Goodman. Check us out at GoodmanAutomotive.com or stop in. We're on the corner of Happy Valley and Reynolds Road in Glasgow.
Great deals, no games. Come home to Goodman.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Thousands of federal employees and their families are applying for unemployment and food stamps as the longest government shutdown in U.S. history drags on. Thursday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky blocked a bill that would have reopened most of the federal government. McConnell has warned that he will not bring up a government funding bill unless it's the product of an agreement between congressional Democrats and President Trump. A Senate measure that would permanently ban federal funding of abortion defeated Thursday. McConnell talked about the March for Life on the Senate floor Thursday before urging senators to vote for that act.
I'm grateful they are helping shed light on this great shame of our society and bearing witness to the fact that human dignity and human rights are for everyone.
The act was defeated by a vote of 48 to 47. Owensboro police are investigating after a Thursday afternoon shooting killed 3 people and injured 1. Police say they are questioning 31-year-old Siler Shimwell in connection to the shooting. Shimwell was booked into jail early Friday morning on a contempt of court charge. A Central Kentucky sex offender is behind bars after police say he made threatening phone calls toward children at a daycare and a middle school.
Danville police say 31-year-old Jermaine Buster made the phone calls to Little Lighthouse Daycare, Bate Middle School, and the First Care Clinic Wednesday. Police say he called from a blocked number and made sexual threats toward children and employees. Buster was arrested later that day without incident following a traffic stop. He's charged with 3 counts of terroristic threatening. Buster was convicted of first-degree sexual abuse out of Jefferson County. I'm Suzanne Duval.
And Kentucky officials say the state's unemployment rate fell slightly in December. The Kentucky Center for Statistics says the state's seasonally adjusted jobless rate was 4.4% last month. The statewide unemployment rate was 4.5% in December 2017. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
As a child, I can remember always being excited about going to Community Trust Bank with my parents because I knew I was going to get a treat. It's funny, now that I'm married, have 2 kids, and just bought a new home, when it came time for a new home loan, I went to Community Trust Bank. I trust them and knew they'd be there for me and my family, just like they were there for Mom and Dad. And now with 79 locations, there's no reason to go anywhere else but Community Trust.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Trooper Tiffany Bond with Kentucky State Police. No matter where you drive across Kentucky, crashes can happen anywhere. So we pay attention to unbuckled drivers and passengers. So get in and buckle up, day and night. Kentucky, these are our communities. If writing a ticket can prevent tragedies like the ones I've seen, I'll do it. Why? Because it saves lives.
A message from law enforcement officers across Kentucky and the Kentucky Office of Highway Safety, who remind you.
Let's turn to local sports in high school basketball from yesterday. In the boys' 4th Region All-A Classic semifinals, Clinton County defeated Monroe County 69-59, and it was Cumberland County over Todd Central by a final of 71-67. The Hart County Franklin Simpson contest from last night was canceled. In high school basketball today, the Glasgow Scotties and the Lady Scotties each open up play this morning in the quarterfinal round of the inaugural Kentucky 2A Championship State Tournament at the Owensboro Sports Center. The Glasgow boys will face off against Morgan County at 9:30 this morning, and that'll be followed by the Lady Scotties taking on Rowan County at 11 a.m. Joe Myers and Bruce Tribune will have the live coverage of both games at about 9:20 this morning on WCLU 103.1 FM and on 1490 AM, as well as online at playwclu.com. And, of course, those attending the game in Owensboro will be able to tune in to the broadcast inside of the gym only on WCLU Sports Plus at 97.3 FM. In the girls' 4th Region All-A Classic Championship game, Todd Central hosts Metcalfe County. In the boys' 4th Region All-A Classic title game, Clinton County takes on Cumberland County. Another basketball action tonight in girl-boy doubleheaders. Barron County travels to Allen County, Scottsville. Russell County travels to South Warren. Warren East plays at Bowling Green. Warren Central entertains Greenwood. And Franklin Simpson welcomes Logan County. And in a boys' game, Hart County hosts Edmondson County. And that's a check of local sports.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by Key Cleaners on Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
If you are going to spend good money on clothing, the dry cleaners you use can make a difference in how long those clothes look good. For over 20 years, the key provider of dry cleaning in this area has been Key Cleaners, located on the Happy Valley Road. Key Cleaners takes pride in your wardrobe, just like you do. A staff of professionals handle with care all of your garments, as well as drapes, shears, and spreads too. With a convenient drive-through and convenient hours, trust Key Cleaners in Glasgow.
We'll go through this morning with clouds and patchy fog. This afternoon, cloudy 44. Rain comes in later tonight, 42, so well above freezing. Maybe a rumble of thunder. Steady rain tomorrow morning, tapering off to showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Mid-50s, wouldn't be surprised if temperatures fall in the afternoon and the evening hours, and we see some snow showers around tomorrow night. Maybe an inch of snow by Sunday morning, so that could cause slick travel. And Sunday, we're not getting out of the upper 20s, lows in the mid-teens for Monday morning. For the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Yeah, and on the news there at 7 o'clock, we had that story from the National Weather Service in Louisville about how that maybe some wind chills close to zero by early Monday morning. So we got to be thinking about that and planning ahead a little bit about that as well. 40 degrees now at WCLU. We had 3,500 of an inch of rain yesterday. Not much wind out there, and not a whole lot of sunshine either with cloud cover. 40 degrees. It is 7:31. This weather update brought to you by Key 1 Hour Cleaners on the Happy Valley Road in Glasgow.
Hey everybody, this is Earn Dog. I want to remind you all about the easiest way to remember where to find your next home or business. Just go to GlasgowKYHomes.com. That's where you'll find a complete listing of property available from Glasgow's Realty and Auction. Randy Gibbons, principal broker, is a personal friend, and I can assure you that he and Tara Vincent will treat you right. Located on the square in Glasgow. That's Glasgow Realty and Auction. Call 651-SOLD, and remember, GlasgowKYHomes.com.
Money may not grow on trees, but it does grow at Citizens First. Hi, I'm Dana Chapman, branch manager at our Glasgow Southgate branch. We have a checking account at Citizens First that earns you real interest on your money, more than most CDs. Our Platinum Plus checking account. Our staff makes moving your account to Citizens First simple and seamless by helping you through the process. We're committed to a brighter future for both you and our community. Citizens First, the best choice for the best checking accounts. Stop by today to open your Platinum Plus account. Member FDIC.
The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch. Hand-breaded chicken tenders and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us. Next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better. Now open. Have you tried the new Hardee's yet? Right next door to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue, right there at the intersection of the Veterans Outer Loop and Columbia Avenue. Boy, it's close. It's easy to get through. You can zip right through there. And this morning, sausage, egg, biscuits, you get 2 of them for $3.50. Where did he say? He said Hardee's. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. I'm double-checking a couple of birthday sources, and I'll come back and fill you in on the latest celebrities.
An associate degree is a great start to your college journey. But why stop there? People with a bachelor's degree earn more money, have more career satisfaction, and are more likely to climb higher within their organization. Take your education and your career to the next level and transfer your associate degree to WKU in Glasgow. You may qualify for a transfer scholarship of up to $4,000. Spring registration is going on now, so visit wku.edu/learn/here and climb higher with WKU.
Don't miss a great night out for a great cause Saturday, January 26th at the Cave City Convention Center. Jeff Parker and Company, formerly of Daly and Vincent, with special guests Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, perform live to benefit the Cave City Volunteer Fire Department. Tickets are just $15 and are on sale now at the Cave City Convention Center or from any Cave City fireman. Jeff Parker and Company and Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, live at the Cave City Convention Center Saturday, January 26th. Get your tickets now.
Yeah, and you better get those because that is going to be a real popular show. In fact, we've been giving away on the Aaron in the Afternoon show on Light 102.3. We've been giving away tickets for the Cave City Volunteer Fire Department's music by Jeff Parker and Company and Arthur Hatfield and Arthur's crew. And those tickets are going fast. And so tune in this afternoon, try to win a couple from Aaron. But then again, draw that line and make sure you don't mess up and not get tickets to enjoy that big celebration. It's a big-time talent coming around. Let me get over here. Speaking of big-time talent, we got some very talented folks on the birthday anniversary club here for today. And let me jump in here and tell you about Monday at the, hold on here, we don't need archives music, do we? We need birthday music. Monday, the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration out at Ralphie's Fun Center, where you get that multi-activity wristband, all these things like unlimited bowling, skating, mini golf, time freak, and inflatables. That's only $12. Yeah, Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day. That's at Ralphie's Fun Center, too, by the way. Birthdays today, we just learned that Lisa Kinslow is having a birthday. Chris Schlatter has a birthday. Charlotte Parker, we understand, is 67 today. Amber Bowles, Veronica Wells, Caitlin Gaffin, Kylie Kidwell is 9. Carol Light, Marie Taylor, Ben Quinn, Elijah Sharp, all with birthdays today. Anniversaries for Jeff and Shelley Furlong, for Margie and Terry Reed. It's the golden wedding anniversary for Margie and Terry, number 50. How about that? Tomorrow, Jamie Hurt is going to be 42. Yes, that's true. We have that on good order here. Just called in Jamie Hurt. 42 tomorrow. Vicki Gaston has a birthday. My cousin Miss Honor Settled having a birthday on Saturday. John Birdwell, Stacy Shipley Wells, Larry Russell, Paulette Knuckles, Jeanette Furlong, Walter Mansfield. And we have the Humphreys have an anniversary on Saturday. It is Russell and Elizabeth Humphrey and their 26th wedding anniversary. Now, on Sunday, we got folks like Beckham Travis, who is turning 3. We have Julie Ship, Tina Lloyd, Lucas McDowell, Holly Pickrell, Max Marion. Max is 37 on Sunday. Lynn Skaggs is 53. John Vaughn is 98 on Sunday. Evan Kinslow, Bobby Warren, Thelma Harbison, Danny the Madman Tabor with a birthday on Sunday. Joe Rutledge is going to be 92, and John Harley Ford has a birthday on Sunday. Anniversaries, Delmer and Ruth Simmons, Bobby and Sandy Duff. My goodness, what a bunch of nice folk there. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, online here at WCLUradio.com. And let's see, 7:37 is our time, 40 degrees. I think I'm going to go ahead and draw for our winner of dinner at Little Taste of Texas. You know, we have folks who are nominated to be good as gold, and we make it their day. And as one more perk of that, your name gets entered into a hat. This hat. The hat of a mighty fine man, Ken Lane, from A Little Taste of Texas. It's got the Texas charm to it. You can see right there. I don't know if you can see that or not. It says, "Made in the USA." Wait a minute. You can't see it because I don't have that camera on. Hold on here. Let me try this again. You see right there where it says "Made in the USA"? It's a Texas hat. It's a solid hat. And I'm going to dig down in here and pull out the name of a person who was nominated to be good as gold. Just can't beat it. All right. Always great dining at Little Taste of Texas. Unfold this here. It was Wednesday. Melissa Crumpton was good as gold. And I didn't work Wednesday, so I'm not 100% sure of whether it was her birthday or whether she was nominated for an accomplishment. But either way, Or maybe it's just somebody said, that's a nice girl, let's nominate her. But anyway, Melissa Crumpton wins dinner at a Little Taste of Texas. That is a big bonus indeed.
At Southern Kentucky Collision, we know a lot about the weather, not so much about the science. But we see firsthand how weather can contribute to accidents, collisions, and mishaps that are dangerous and costly. We encourage you to know the weather and increase your awareness and remove any distractions when weather conditions worsen. Southern Kentucky Collision has many satisfied customers who were involved in weather-related mishaps. That's why we encourage you to pay attention at all times, but certainly when the weather turns bad. If you experience a mishap, call on the experience of Southern Kentucky Collision. 37 years developing an impeccable reputation of quality work and customer satisfaction. Located just across the track on Industrial Drive in Glasgow, let us take the hassle out of repairing a damaged vehicle. Need to talk? Call 270-651-6413.
Are you rolling into the holidays with the same worries and concerns about your loved ones that you had at the beginning of 2018? No need to end the year that way. This is Elizabeth Downing, and I ask you to consider letting Time Savers assist with whatever kind of care you need. Preventive care to help make sure you don't land in the hospital. Recuperative care to help you bounce back from illness, injury, or joint replacement. Full hands-on care. Respite care, dementia care. At Time Savers, we're good at all of these. Don't know what you need? Let us help you figure out the puzzle. Call us at 270-792-5703 or go to mytimesaversky.com and let us make the end of 2018 the best it can be for you and your family. That's 270-792-5703 or mytimesaversky.com. We're here to listen, to understand, and to help.
Hey, don't forget on WCLU 103.1 and on 1490 WCLU, we will not have very much of the Matt Jones Kentucky Sports Radio program today, but with good reason. We've got important broadcasts from high school basketball coming up. Here is Joe.
Hello, everybody. I'm WCLU Sports Director Joe Myers. Join me this Friday at 9:30 and 11 a.m. Central Time as we broadcast live from the Owensboro Sports Center as the Glasgow Scotties and Lady Scotty basketball teams compete in the quarterfinals of the 2A state tournament. Brought to you locally by Midstate Recycling, Shoney's of Glasgow, Town & Country Pharmacy, Walbert Trucking, Amedisys Home Health, Haywood Sales and Service, Extreme Prosthetics, Colton Steakhouse, the Glasgow EPB, HVAC Services, Joe Myers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Agent, McDonald's, South Central Bank, South Central Rural Telephone, and Taco John's. Thanks again to our sponsors of the 2A state tournament.
It can be a very lonely feeling. If you're in charge of settling an estate, closing out a business, or wrapping up a real estate transaction, how to dispose of the valuables, collections, and even useful everyday items can be overwhelming. Why not get help from the people who do it every day and have a track record of helping people in the same situation as you? We're talking Barren River Consignment. We are experts in handling estate sales, tag sales, and closeouts. We can do it at your home or at our spacious facility in Southgate Plaza. We price, arrange, organize, and display items to be sold. We advertise your sale and we research items for maximum return. Don't take on this daunting task without getting the right help. Barren River Consignment will make it simple for you. Come by our store behind Pizza Hut in the yellow and green building. We'll explain every detail, give you a contract to read over ahead of time, and answer every question. Barren River Consignment can maximize your results. Call 270-629-6666 for more information.
All right, 7:42. We're going to come back here in a second and do some tidbit news and give you some information about that. I do want to remind you about coming up next week, the Barron County Historical Society's meeting on Thursday the 24th at the Marywood Weldon Memorial Library. Sam Terry is going to speak on Letters to Lottie, the Fort Williams correspondence. The program will highlight letters written by an Illinois soldier to his wife between September of 1861 and December of 1863, with many months being encamped at Fort Williams right here in Glasgow. Now, that's going to be really interesting, and you know that Sam is going to do a super great job with that. Mark it down for the 24th at 6 p.m.
Good morning, friends. People as a group have to be led.
If someone does not step out and provide instruction, suggestion, and direction, then the group will likely muddle along aimlessly with little or no progress. Having said that, if one accepts the responsibility of leadership, then he or she must lead. Leadership is not accomplished by announcement nor by pronouncement, but by showing the way as one goes before the group in action as well as attitude. Never expect people as a group to take a hint, nor to take the reins and move along. If the leader falters, then the group falters. Perhaps you should not be so. Maybe it's the fault of the leader to some extent. But for the most part, leaders seem to be destined to stand apart much of the time. Close friendships are often sacrificed for the cause. I do not mean that leaders don't have any friends, but rather that they may have very few really close friends. Leadership cannot always fix every problem immediately, sometimes not at all. However, it is of ultimate importance that any problem be addressed immediately. It's never the wrong time to do the right thing. People must be led with clarity through troublesome times, even if the troubles are not immediately fixed. Not everyone can be a leader of a group, but everyone influences someone by their response to leadership. This is Danny White for the Refuge Church of Christ.
You want to earn your degree, but life is busy, and that dream often seems out of reach. But it's not. You just need a flexible degree program that helps you fit college into your busy schedule. That's why WKU Online is here, offering over 100 online degree options, along with caring faculty, award-winning support, and the flexibility you need to reach your goals. We are here to help. So let's climb together. Spring registration is going on now at WKU in Glasgow. Visit wku.edu/start/spring.
Hello, I'm Anthony Myatt. Thanks for calling. How can I help you?
I need life insurance, but it's so complicated.
It can be. As a Modern Woodman agent, I'm trained to design the best plan for you.
Great. Thanks a lot. I'm so glad I called you.
Call me anytime at 427-6807.
Get to know your local Modern Woodman representative to plan for your financial future and learn about valuable member benefits. Modern Woodman of America. Touching lives, securing futures. Securities offered through MWA Financial Services, Inc., a wholly owned subsidiary of Modern Woodman of America.
All right, where is that Tidbit News intro? We'll try to go at it here just a little bit. Tidbit News.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
From around the world and up the street, just a few things of interest here. This story, we don't really get into politics much on this show, but this was an interesting little spin in the Tidbit News world. And the headline of this news story on the AP reads, Democrats search for McConnell. One group went to the White House with Republicans to talk about border security and reopening the shuttered parts of the government. Another group, led by social media stars, marched around Capitol Hill in a widely posted but futile search for Senator Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. The hashtag of that search was hashtag Where's Mitch? Well, the Democrats' two paths within a 12-hour stretch this week demonstrated the dramatic differences emerging among members of the historic freshman class of House Democrats that together helped flip the House from Republican control in November's elections. The celebrity-studded group includes a record number of women, a new crop of veterans, and diversity never before seen in Congress. But the crux of the story here is they're so new they don't know where to go to look to find some of the veterans, some of the old hats. So they're looking forward to finding out more about that. That's the social media group hashtag Where's Mitch? All right, let me move down here to Dallas, Texas. Police in Texas have arrested a group of people suspected in a series of bank robberies after the hood on the car they were using to flee authorities popped up and covered the windshield, obscuring the road. I've always worried about that happening. I never thought about what would happen if I was trying to rob a bank and get away, and that happens. Authorities say the suspects were under surveillance by law enforcement officials yesterday when they tried to rob a bank northeast of Fort Worth. One woman was arrested at the bank, but 3 others fled. The car was speeding from police on I-30 when the hood snapped back. The car exited and continued for several more miles before the 3 people inside ran into a field and were apprehended. The names have not been released. What, they don't want to Embarrass these people. And one more quick story right here. This is out of Montpelier, Vermont, which we don't have a lot of news out of Montpelier, Vermont, but those organizing a bachelor party in Vermont sent an invitation to the wrong email address, but it ended up going to the right person as far as William Novak was concerned. William Novak is from Phoenix. He received the email on January the 7th, which provided tantalizing details about a planned ski weekend for Angelo. He didn't know Angelo from Adam, but he knew he wanted to go. So he emailed his RSVP, and the partygoers decided that he'd be welcome if he made the trip. So Mr. Novak launched one of those GoFundMe pages to scrape together the $750 needed for the airfare, ski rentals, and lift tickets. He says whatever is left over, he will be giving it to his new bud, Angelo. So we'll be anxious to hear how that turned out. He got the wrong invitation, but he decided he wanted to go anyway. And by the way, he was invited. Just wasn't supposed to be. That's Tidbit News.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by TJ Sampson Community Hospital.
I was always tired, even with a full night's sleep. I'd wake up with a headache and couldn't get motivated. I went to the Sleep Disorder Center at TJ Sampson Community Hospital, where all my appointments, assessments, and treatments were all in one convenient location. Dr. Clark Turpin and the staff took great care of me. I felt like I was in a hotel, not a lab or a clinic. In my case, my insurance paid for it. Thanks to the TJ Sampson Sleep Disorder Center, dreaming is now my reality.
For more information, please visit tjsamson.org.
An impactful weather event for some for the upcoming weekend. Looks like a plain old rain for the most part here. Maybe on the tail end tomorrow night into early Sunday as the much colder air settles in, some snow showers. I'd be worried on Sunday morning still for maybe some icy road travel. Not roadies, but road travel. We'll go through this morning with clouds and patchy fog. This afternoon, cloudy 44. Rain comes in later tonight, 42, so well above freezing. Maybe a rumble of thunder. Steady rain tomorrow morning, tapering off to showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Mid-50s, wouldn't be surprised if temperatures fall in the afternoon and the evening hours, and we see some snow showers around tomorrow night. Maybe an inch of snow by Sunday morning, so that could cause slick travel. And Sunday, we're not getting out of the upper 20s, lows in the mid-teens for Monday morning. Cloud sunshine Monday in the mid-30s, but back near 50 by Tuesday with more rain. From the Weather Channel, I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic on WCLU, your home for local.
Light rain falling 40 degrees at WCLU.
Hello, I'm Stephanie Bewley with Amedisys Home Health Care. Here at Amedisys Home Health, we know it is important to you and your family to trust the healthcare professionals that you invite into your home. And we want you to know that you have a choice. If your doctor talks to you and your loved ones about home health, ask for Amedisys. We are a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. With Amedisys, expect quality, patient-focused care you need and deserve. Amedisys Home Health with a hometown touch. For more information, call 270-651-7640.
Got another birthday here. We just now learned about. Miss Nellie walked in and said, we got a 16-year-old we got to get on the list. It's Dakota Garman. Happy 16th birthday to Dakota Garman today.
You dream of a career in healthcare. Make your dream a reality at WKU in Glasgow. From dental assisting to phlebotomy to clinical medical assisting, we offer affordable, convenient classes that fit your busy schedule. Some can be completed in as little as 9 weeks. Employers are looking for qualified healthcare professionals. The right career training can help you stand above the rest. Classes begin in March, so register today at wku.edu/Glasgow/training. Life at the top is worth the climb.
We've added a new location